Lovely Tamra, all the way in the USA today. Welcome to today's Kids Life Coach in the Spotlight.
Thank you. It's great to be here with you.
Yeah, I'm so excited for you. I've been watching you on social media, growing your coaching practice, getting such amazing traction. So I was really excited to have this conversation with you. So let's just pretend we're having a cup of tea, okay? Even though I'm in England, we do tea here in the afternoon, and it's afternoon for me. But I'm sure people watching are really curious, and maybe they've, like me, have been watching you build your coaching practice. But why did you decide to become a kids life coach?
Well, I went on my own journey of self-healing and self-discovery. Probably about 5, 6 years ago is when I began. And I just realized, gosh, if I would have known these things as a child, now here I am 40 years old. And if I would have known some of these things as a child, how much easier my choices would have been, and probably how different my choices would have been in life, and may have made things a lot easier for myself. And so a few years ago, I decided that I would love to help children, you know, go on their own kind of journey that would be, a lot more, uh, mindful in the way they approach their lives.
The way they show up. So one thing I've noticed about you from the very first time that I met you, when we had our first initial conversation about you enrolling in our Kids Life Coach certification, you definitely do have a really calm, wonderful, mindful way about you. You always seem so grounded, and it's such a wonderful quality to have when you're working with children. So when I met you, I knew instantly that you would be really great at this kind of work. So when you share that your personal experiences have laid the foundation for you, I can't help but think, is that linked to the name of your kids life coaching practice, Foundations Kids Life Coaching?
It is actually, yeah, I
Really?
believe.
Tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, I believe that, if we can help build a strong foundation for our children, that we're going to, change the world. So,
Oh,
yeah, I just believe really
so
deeply in that.
you're in good company because we blue sky thinkers, right? We see possibility in children where other people may see problems and challenges. And so I think coming from your own experiences and your background where you've experienced things for yourself, you'll be able to be such a great tour guide for young children. And I mean, I've seen that in your portfolio when you completed your certification. What a natural you are. You just have this wonderful gift. So any family that works with you is so, so fortunate. But
Yeah.
tell us a bit about the hard work that you've done, because you had this idea, you decided a few years ago you want to become a kids life coach, but you put the hard work in to get here. What have you put in place? What's been happening?
As far as training goes, I mean, I completed your program. My level is it level 3 now? Is it?
Yes, the
Oh,
level three diploma.
yes. And just a lot of research, just different various, certifications just to deepen my knowledge. And, I feel like I have so much life experience behind all of it, but I felt, there's that imposter syndrome, like where you feel like you have to get these
Oh, been there, done that.
like, you know, to validate your experience. But yeah, I feel like the vast majority of what I've gone, is my life experience. I've raised my own children, and been a step parent, and yeah, I've been through lots of different experiences in life, and read lots of books, lots and lots
Oh,
of
yes.
books.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so yeah, the main, uh but the Kids Life Studio certification was really something I felt like really tied it all together.
Yes. And what I really loved is that, we have loads of students go through our training, but you really applied yourself so beautifully. You took such joy in what you were doing, and I could tell. And so I'm really confident with you knowing that you're a lifelong learner. You believe
Mhm.
in learning. So our certification most certainly gave you everything you needed to set yourself up as a kids life coach. But what really is going to set you up is your mindset. And you have that mindset of a coach, and that is that you are a lifelong learner and you willing to do what it takes to actually show up as the best version of you for children. And that's
Right.
amazing. And I can't help now. I'm sorry if I'm letting the cat out the bag. You mentioned earlier that you turned 40, okay? And that's quite a transition. You said it, not me. So I'm not bringing
I do.
age, but it's quite a beautiful transition stage. And you even went on this wonderful adventure to Italy. You're like living your dreams. And that's just such a good example for young people. So do you think that at this stage of your journey, you are confident and comfortable in stepping into this new zone of coaching kids as a full-time career?
Absolutely. Gosh, like
That's a big one.
it is a big one. But I really believe in the power of everything happens for a reason and everything happens in divine timing.
Yeah.
And even though, like, when I first set out on this journey a few years ago, really like doing soul searching and wanting to know like what more I had to give, um, and I thought at that time I was ready. And looking back, like, and now see how everything kind of transitioned and transpired, that now I really do think I am. I know I wasn't now, I know I wasn't then, but yeah, just seeing how my life has just really opened up and is doing, I feel like I'm thriving. So I think I'm
Oh,
definitely,
amazing. So I'm having a goosebump moment. You know what that means, right? We're connecting heart to heart, and
yeah.
um, our spirits are connecting. And I know that one of the things that struck me as well when I first met you and throughout our training is I've spoken already about your calmness that you bring, but is that you're also a very intuitive person. Tell me, does your intuition come into your coaching at all?
Oh, absolutely. My intuition and me are just like,
Best friends, yeah?
I don't know if I would know how to go about life without it. So
Okay.
yeah,
I
I
love
trust it.
that.
It helps me so much in understanding the other person and understanding, what they might need that they may not be able to verbalize.
Oh, I love that. And that's a gift. And the fact that you are leveraging that to support children in an ethical way and a sustainable way, not just like some people think that intuition is woo-woo stuff. It's not. It's grounded in science. There's the science of intuition. And so you've learned how to read signals and energies, and that's amazing. Not many kids' life coaches who haven't done our training, most that have done our training, but not many others know how to tap into that intuition. They feel like everything has to sit up here and it
Hmm.
has to be in the head, but you know that it has to sit in the heart. The two need to speak to each other, right? So would you say that this is your passionate area of expertise, or do you have another niche that you are like so passionate about when it comes to children?
I feel like, this is mainly where I'm passionate about. I want to allow my intuition to kind of guide where I'm led, who's led to me and how I can help. I do feel, mindset is such an important thing, for all areas of, struggle and, um, you know, so I feel like that would be, if I would call it a niche, mindset would be,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
a pretty good describer. But yeah, I don't know. It's
Have
I'm still in
you
that
have you
phase.
heard of the terminology heart set?
No, I haven't.
I'm just like, I felt like really called to tell you that. Mindset and heart set, it's kind of like the two marry each other because mindset is one thing to look at. We've got to look at the subconscious mind. And in our coaching program with the children, that's what we do. We look at the power of the subconscious mind. We look at thought patterns and we look at the neuroscience of behavior. But what we also do, and the final outcome of our coaching program, and you know this because you had such fantastic results with your clients recently, is we get young people to love themselves and to love life and to share the best parts of themselves by being kind and showing up as good human beings. So I always felt like heart and mind kind of go together. So I'm just putting that out there. Use it,
Yeah,
don't use it.
yeah. that is actually really great.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I resonate with that quite a bit.
Okay, so you've obviously got big plans. Tell us what your plans are for Foundations Kids Life Coaching. What is it you want to achieve in your community?
I want my main goal is to create awareness around um, mental and emotional health with children, because
So
I believe that,
advocacy
yeah,
work, and yeah.
yeah, advocacy, and and then obviously on the ground working with the children,
Yeah.
just kind of normalizing the support that we give to our children for these things, because I believe that a lot of us adults, we didn't grow up with these things. We didn't grow up with this sort of support, and it's becoming very evident in our society. um and so just to be able to create the awareness and create the normalcy around supporting children from a younger age, and so that way they are set up for better success as adults, and so that the mental health and the emotional awareness isn't lacking.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I'm so excited for you, Tamra. So, if you had one piece of advice to give to a child out there, what would it be? Just like one
Oh
little
gosh.
nugget, a little nugget to lay the foundation. I know there's lots, but like what springs to mind?
um no matter what the world tells you, it is okay to love yourself.
Yeah.
It's important, above all things, to love yourself.
Yeah.
So
To love yourself and to be in love with yourself, that doesn't mean to go from a space of ego. Ultimately, we all have ego, but children, they are filled with ego when indulged, right?
mhm, yes.
And most children are intuitively able to show up as kind, decent little humans despite what they faced. So
Mhm.
yeah, I love that. I love that. So your vision, what's your vision? Your ultimate vision. I know that you're going to reach tons of children, you're going to impact on families, you're going to do advocacy work, but like, where's Tamra going to be in a few years' time?
Oh gosh. I'm not sure. I mean, hopefully doing coaching full time, because I'm not full time right now, but
Yes.
obviously coaching full time, and being able to have the freedom to um affect the community at large, not just my local community.
Okay.
And
I
yeah.
really put you on the spot there, but I really felt like I needed to ask that because I can see big things on the horizon for you. And I know that you believe it too. You feel it in your heart. And you don't know what those things are as yet, but I love the fact that you're just trusting that all will be as it needs to be. And that is such a wonderful gift and such a wonderful gift to pass on to your little coachees and the clients that you're going to work with.
Mm.
Oh, Tamara, if I was there, I'd give you this massive big hug.
Oh, thank
But
you.
I wish you all the best and all the success in your coaching practice. I know that you're going to go from strength to strength and keep on flying that flag high.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Absolute pleasure.